Okay, so you're moving to Sacramento and you want a luxury and estate style home. Where do you look? Guys, today we're talking Granite Bay and we're talking Shelbourne Estates. In 2021, our team sold one of the most epic homes in Granite Bay with a YouTube video. Ever since then, Shelbourne Estates has held a special place in my heart. So today, let's break down one of Granite Bay's top estate neighborhoods in the Sacramento area, Shelbourne Estates. And stay till the end of the video as I show you how someone made over $500,000 buying one of these estate homes. That's right, $500,000 in only a few years. Guys, also, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do. Like I said, we go deep into almost every neighborhood in the Sacramento area, and we're going to bring it to you because not all Sacramento is created equally, not all Granite Bay is created equally. These videos are super neighborhood specific, area specific, and just for you. So hit that subscribe button. Let's get started with the video right now. Now, before we get started in the video, let's define exactly what we're talking about, and let's also go and hit some of the elephants in the room, some of the cons. First of all, these are the type of homes that we're going to be talking about. Tennis courts, pool, by the water, one of those U-shaped driveways, just amazing homes. So this is kind of what I mean by estate style homes. Now, let's talk a little bit about the negatives. And I've written down my list of negatives for you guys to know, considering we do business in the Shelbourne Estates area. Number one is home insurance. Because you are close to Folsom Lake, home insurance tends to be a little bit more expensive, a lot more expensive. And also because you're having homes that are worth like over $2 million. That is kind of home insurance. So just before you jump in and you say, hey, I want that house in Shelbourne Estates, after seen this video from Mark, just understand homeowner insurance could be a little shocker, sticker shock. So just make sure you check that out before you decide to even tour the area with our team. Number two, landscape and maintenance. When we were selling that house in Shelbourne that we're going to show you later on this video, our client was actually paying up to $800 every single month to basically keep his house looking pristine, looking amazing. So as far as the maintenance goes, you're going to have to take care of the front and the back and everything too. So the maintenance is something to just kind of keep in mind as well too. Also, because these houses are unique, you see a lot of pitched roofs. Pitched roof in Sacramento, especially in an area like here, can kind of run you around like $90,000 to $120,000. So it's like it's an amazing home. They're awesome, but the maintenance and the cost of repairs can be something that can be a little overwhelming if you don't know it. So just kind of keep that in mind as well also. Now, as far as this community too, it's a little further away than other communities in the Granite Bay area. So it is a little further down the road. So if you're someone who wants secluded, private, you don't mind a really nice drive to your estate home, this is like that kind of thing. So it's a little further away from shopping and everything too, but it's still not that bad. All right, what else? Big. Guys, these homes are like 6,000 plus square feet in the Shelbourne Estates area. So what does that mean? House cleaning. That means more electricity to power it. All that kind of stuff you just need to factor in as well too. Now, also the other thing too is these homes specifically, if you get into any of these homes that don't need a lot of work, under $2 million currently, you are loving life. This area, I'm talking maybe 1.7, 1.8 and above, but these are big, huge homes, probably somewhere between $350 to $500 a square foot. Really, really nice. And these are the homes that we see a lot of people like the Kings buy and everything too. This estate is so, so cute. If someone had to ask me, like, how would I describe this? This would be like East Sacramento, a little bit more secluded, bigger lots, and just pretty amazing. So those are the cons, but now let's get into the maps and talk to you a little about locations, schools, and all that stuff. Okay, Granite Bay has always been one of those areas that people have absolutely loved. You know, in the 80s, it came around. There are these amazing communities. You know, and I'd say probably the three heavy hitters in that area are probably Los Lagos, Wexford, and Shelbourne. The biggest difference is Shelbourne's going to have the lowest HOAs, but the guard tower that's out there, there's no guard in it. But it's very secure, very private, and it's down a long, long road down Folsom Auburn, so you're not going to get a whole lot of traffic out there as well, too, as far as like, let's call it bad traffic. So you're kind of out there, you're kind of private, secluded. These homes are really, really nice. It's like a storybook community. And like I said, Granite Bay, one of the main reasons why Granite Bay has been awesome is because it's right by Folsom Lake. You also are surrounded by powerhouse areas like Loomis, like Rockland as well too, like Roseville for the shopping and everything too. So as far as location wise, Granite Bay is awesome. Now also one of the things I do like about Granite Bay specifically is the fact that you're kind of between the 50 and the 80. So it's one of those unique spots in the Sacramento area where like it doesn't really matter where you work. If you work on the 80 or 50, you're kind of smack dab in center of it all. You got the lake, you got the shopping, you got the big houses, all that stuff. So Granite Bay has been kind of that spot in Sacramento, probably since the 80s when it was kind of like brought out and everything too. And these are like the big homes, right? If you're looking for 6,000 square feet, if you're looking for the guest house, if you're looking for the pool, the tennis courts, the that kind of thing, like this is like the Granite Bay area is definitely an area you need to check out. Shelbourne for me, I love that area just because it is kind of a combination, in my opinion, of like the East Sacramento architecture meshed with like the Granite Bay kind of big lots and that kind of style. So for me, that works. Los Lagos, I love. It's a fantastic area. You'll probably get a video on Los Lagos on this channel as well too. Los Lagos, the thing that irks me a little bit about Los Lagos is the rock formations. At times in Los Lagos, your pool could be up a level, and the rocks that are there in Los Lagos kind of make some of the lots a little like you can't take out those rocks or it's going to cost you a pretty penny. Wexford, if you like golf, I mean, Wexford is a rock star community as well too. All these communities, but for me, Shelbourne has a little bit more of like the cozy, kind of cute. There's not too many houses in the community as well too. So I really, really love the Shelbourne area specifically. And like I said, look at Granite Bay right there. And this is kind of why everyone always asks, like, why is it so expensive over there? Because it's near the greenbelt, near the water, but it's also the location of Granite Bay specifically. 50, 80, right there. Shopping in Roseville, maybe like, and we'll go into that later, about like 12 minutes away, where you got stores like West Elm, Restoration Hardware. You also got some great restaurants near in Granite Bay, like Hawk's Steakhouse. So it's a primo spot. If you're looking for something secluded, private, yet you're close to everything. I mean, and you want that house where maybe you have a guest house, you know, there's like horse trails, all that stuff. You know, Granite Bay is definitely that spot I would check out. Like I said, the biggest monkey, the biggest like elephant in the room would just be that the home insurance has gotten really, really sky high because you are close to all this greenery, close to the water and everything too. So just keep that in mind. All right, so here we go. Like I said, Granite Bay right by the water and everything too. Really, really cute. I mean, there's little boutique malls around Granite Bay as well too, and it's just growing out. Now, the Shelbourne Estates area, like we'll get into in a little bit, is one of my favorites also because there's not that many homes there. And if something comes up for sale, it doesn't really sit on the market too long. These homes are very, very coveted in the area. It's maybe not as known as Wexford and Los Lagos, but I do think that it's pretty much up there with them in price point. It's like a kind of a cute little community. You probably wouldn't know about it unless you went in there. Anyone that I've showed, though, the Shelbourne area has been basically drawn to it. They've been focused in on it. They're like, these houses are just, we didn't even know these houses existed in the Sacramento area. A lot of them like East Sacramento. A lot of them are like doctors or work downtown and they love East Sacramento. And a lot of the other communities like Los Lagos focuses more on like the Mediterranean style, where like the Shelbourne, you'll see it as Cape Cod's kind of Tudorish kind of vibe to it. It's kind of like almost like I said, like East Sacramento's Fab 40s thrown into Granite Bay with more like privacy, more kind of like land. It's just really, really a nice area. So let's get into some of the stuff here. And this is Shelbourne right now too. Okay, so you're looking at like Folsom Auburn right here, which is a busy street, and it goes inside, right? So this is basically it. Now the house we sold was like basically right here, right by the water. So it was one of the more coveted houses. Honestly, guys, it was amazing. YouTube video, we sold it. It was just a fantastic situation, the whole 9 yards. But so Shelbourne is a kind of a big circle. You're going to drive around, huge streets, it's like a really kind of like just a really cozy and nice upscale community you drive through. Everyone kind of knows each other, going on walks. I mean, this man-made lake that they have over there as well too has fish. In fact, the owner was saying that they caught like fish that big, like bass. So it's a pretty cool vibe over there too. A lot of young families as well too get into the area. There's a lot of kids that gather over, like I think it's right over here, but they gather together as well too. So it's a fun vibe. It's a fun community. And if you're someone who's basically saying, you know what, I want a house that has a lot of space in it because maybe I'm moving in a lot of, maybe I got a lot of kids, maybe I'm moving to mom and dad, or just maybe I just want a big, big house with like a lot of spots for maybe the Peloton, the workout. Like this is that spot, right? You don't see too many areas or communities that cater to like 6,000 square feet or above. This is one of those spots, right? And like I said, Shelbourne has been a staple of Sacramento since probably the 80s. So it's a pretty cool spot. All right, let's get into some of the things. Okay, so from downtown, let's say you are someone working at UC Davis Medical Center or downtown or whatnot. You're looking at about a 35-minute drive, 35 minutes to get downtown and everything too. Like, yes, there's going to be additional traffic, but for the most part, If you're looking to jump in the car and head downtown, 35 minutes. Now, one of the things about Sacramento in general that you need to know is if you live in Granite Bay, unless you work downtown, you're not going to go to downtown too often. Granite Bay, you're probably going to go to Roseville for your shopping, for your eating. Like, Granite Bay's got some amazing restaurants itself and shopping, so you don't really need to do that much. But if you're looking for like the Nordstrom Racks, you'd probably go to Roseville. If you're looking for like maybe like the Whole Foods, stuff like that, you're looking more towards Roseville. Restoration Hardware, the Apple Store, the Galleria, the fountains, movie theaters. So that's kind of primarily where your shopping would be. Like I said, here you go. You got some Kaisers kind of close by as well too. Just really nice stuff. Kaiser in Roseville, it's a big one. And so maybe about, 12 minutes away. So you have hospitals also super close by. Granite Bay has everything at their fingertips, right? And you also get that feeling of privacy. Like it's just a quiet area surrounded by nature. If you're looking for like maybe 6,000 square feet, Shelbourne's great for you to look at. If you're looking for something maybe between 1.7 and above, probably a good spot to be looking at as well too. So here we go. And here's what we're looking at right now as far as like the shopping, right? And this will get you right to the Galleria, the fountains and everything too. RC Willie over there where I just went to yesterday. But for the most part, you're close to pretty much everything, really close by. Now let's go into the schools too. Schools are really nice over there. You got like, look at these ratings, and these aren't my ratings, so don't, kill the messenger, but this is it. 10-10, 8-10, 10-10. I mean, Granite Bay High School, what I've heard specifically from people is one of the reasons why people are moving into Granite Bay. They love the high school, the community vibe, the vibe over there is really, really good. We have one client named Daryl who is super awesome, one of the nicest guys in the world. And he said, like, my daughter just loves it there. That's where we're at. We love Granite Bay because of the high school. So I've heard nothing but great things about Granite Bay High School and the other schools as well too. And like I said, one of the things I think about Granite Bay is you can really have it all there. If you're looking for that big grand house, the schools, the shopping, privacy, security, guys, Granite Bay is definitely the spot that you should be looking at. Like I said, it is pricey, but at the same time, if you're someone coming from the Bay, someone maybe who like wants to spend or can spend over 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, like this is an area that historically has maintained the value, if not gone up, as we're going to show you later on the video. Okay, so here we go. Now, where are we going here? This is the first one. This is the first school right here. Which one is that? This one is Green Hill Elementary. You got an 11-minute drive, which is not that bad. You're not even leaving Granite Bay, which is nice. Actually, I think you are in Roseville. But okay, so the next one too, we have the middle school where you got a 5-minute drive as well too. Not too shabby. And then, of course, here we go, Granite Bay High School, 10-minute drive. And like I say, guys, I would check out all these schools if I'm looking at the Shelbourne Estates area. I would look at all the schools. I'd make interviews with the schools as well, too. But I think what you're going to find is that because Granite Bay was built with those 6,000 square foot estates, Eddie Murphy lived in Los Lagos, like this area really does bring everything out. And I just don't think you'll be disappointed. Like I said, the only elephants I would say is homeowner insurance, maybe landscape and maintenance and all that stuff, too. And just picking out which estate home you want. I mean, yeah, rough life. Okay, so let's go into the house that we listed. And this is a house we listed in 2021. Beautiful house. And this is the type of homes you can see in Granite Bay. And we'll go into the maps and Google World a little bit later. But this is the home. Beautiful house. Like I said, landscaping bill was out of this world. Water bill as well too is crazy, but this is the type of homes you get. And this is the primary bedroom. It had a sitting area. It had a porch and a deck. I mean, and then this is the other thing that I love about this Granite Bay area too. If you're someone who doesn't want to just have a 2-car garage, like maybe in East Sacramento or Land Park or something like this, and you want to have something with $2 million plus or 1.7, 1.8, and you still want something with like a 6-car garage, you want to have that spot with like more room. Like, look at this driveway, guys. This is like a legit 6-car. I mean, actually, he could probably fit, back in the day, he probably fit around 8 cars in here. Like, and the HOAs allow you to park in the driveway and everything too. And like, this is kind of what I'm talking about, is estate style homes. Absolutely beautiful. And this pond was actually adjacent to the house as well too, which is just super cool. And there's like little like boat docks and all that stuff too. Really, really nice. And this is the backyard of the house that we sold as well too. You got the pool, you got the tennis courts, and over there is the water, right on the water. So this is kind of what I mean. A lot of people who are looking maybe to spend like $2 million are wondering what areas where they feel comfortable. This is an area because of the location, because of the limited amount of houses, because in the area, it's hard to find anything under $2 million. I've seen houses here even for 4.5. This is an area that if you actually invested some money into, putting in money into your house, this is an area that historically has appreciated, as we'll show you later in the video. But it's an amazing spot. Tennis court right on the water, outdoor area for a fireplace. I mean, you've just got the land to basically do whatever you want to this house. Now, the houses were built in the 80s, and as you can tell, these pitch roofs are pretty bad as far as expensive. So there is a lot of upkeep in these houses, and no one really goes cheap on these houses as well too, because they're protecting their investment. So I'd say like, if you do need to fix anything in this house, you're probably going to pay a premium to do it. But again, the investment in this area, in these houses, I don't know. I haven't seen an area in this type of area, maybe except for Los Lagos, that just does so well for appreciation historically. Okay, so here you go. Now, this is what we sold it. We sold it in 2021 for a client that needed to be with his brother in Bakersfield. So he sold his house. It flew. I kid you not. It was crazy. We put a YouTube video and we got someone from the Bay Area. They came out there. Now, one of the things about them is they didn't know the area. And so they're kind of curious, why should we invest this much money into the Granite Bay? We weren't thinking about doing this. We wanted just 1.5. Now, the thing what we told them too is the fact that this area historically has appreciated. And we basically showed them comps in the area. We also showed them how historically this place, the Shelbourne Estates, has done fantastic. And because of that, we were able to work with him a little bit, talk to him a little bit. And as of right now, this is what we're looking at, guys. This is Redfin, so take it with a grain of salt. But since 2021, this is what, and let's say lowball, you sell it for 2.5. This is what the house is actually worth right now. So a lot of people are going like, man, I'm moving to Sacramento, but there's just no way that I'm going to be spending like $2 million on a house. But what if you could spend $2 million a house and then 2 years later, you basically end up making like $500,000? It kind of changes it around just a little bit. So for me, at least, like I would say if you are looking to move into the area, if you are looking to kind of, just do some research on the area as a communities, work with a real estate team that actually knows this kind of stuff too. A lot of people, like a lot of realtors, don't get me wrong, have maybe sold, have maybe bought in other areas, or maybe they haven't. Working with the right realtor and the right real estate team is vital, especially if you're going to make an investment of $2 million and more in this area, or any investment at all. Just work with, teams that actually know the areas, because they can show you historical appreciation and kind of help you safeguard your asset. Okay, so now we're going to jump into the Shelbourne area and give you a little bit of an idea of why I love this area so much. Okay, here's Folsom, Auburn. And here's kind of where you're coming into the area. Shelbourne Drive, really, really nice. Coming down the road, and then you enter right here, which is a guard tower that doesn't have guards. Go right in, and these are the type of homes you're going to be looking at in this area. I mean, tennis courts, swimming pools, big, huge houses here too, even just on the entrance. It's really kind of cute as well too, as far as like what you're going to, it's greenery all around, but you're not going to find too many houses in this area that are under, I'd say maybe like 5,500 square feet. All of them are kind of set back. All of them have those like nice kind of unique features. Here's a newer one too. And this was actually gutted and kind of rebuilt as well too. All of them have a nice piece of land. You're looking at probably land between like a half acre to an acre out there as well too. HOAs are light, like I mentioned, $96 a month, but you're going to have some unique styles over there too. Just make sure the pitch of the roof, that could be a little expensive, but they're just those houses that a lot of people love. They remind me of those little like doll houses that you open up and everything too, but they're really, really beautiful. Each one is a little bit unique. Each one is completely, and look at that separation between like neighbors as well too. This is something that, when you're looking at $1 million stuff, like whether it's Toll Brothers, Tim Lewis, or whatever, they don't really have the separation that you're going to find in some of these houses. And these are all custom houses, surrounded by nature, absolutely beautiful. I mean, each one of them is just a rock star house. This one I think is the one that we sold right now. Where is that one? I think this is the one right here with the tennis court. No. It is right over here. All these houses are just amazing, and this is the one we sold 2021. And the owner did some fixes to it, but the house is in great condition and it sold for under $2 million. And now look what it's worth. So the person made a whole lot of money appreciation, and they were kind of hesitant at first, but we were showing them the historical appreciation on the area and they were like, wow. But so this is the spot you go to, and it's secluded. It's private. This is the court where a lot of the people gather during the weekends with the kids and everything too. Here's a little dock that you can sit there and just kind of enjoy yourself. But all these houses are just so cute, you know? So this is the area like I absolutely love. I think this area for me, easily one of those spots where if you're looking to spend over 1.72 million, you want like a 6,000 square foot house, you want that pool, you want the tennis court, you want the backyard. This is kind of it. This is probably, in my opinion, one of the most high-end communities in the Sacramento area. If you're looking for close to everything, shopping, security, privacy, and everything too. Yeah, there's no guard at the gate, but I've never heard of any problems in this specific area. And this is it. This is the community. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because for me, like I said, if you're looking for something that's maybe over $2 million, you definitely need to know the area. You need to know exactly what you're getting into. And this is an area for me, I'd say, if you invest your money into it, there's a limited amount of inventory. The area historically is appreciated like crazy. The only elephants in the room, like I said, are homeowners insurance, maybe like maintenance on it as well too. Everyone that we know that lives in this area currently just absolutely loves it, where there's no phone ringing about selling homes. It's really nice. So if you're someone maybe like, I don't know, maybe a doctor, maybe someone moving in like mom and dad or a couple of families, these houses are just crazy big, crazy nice. If you're a car collector and you're thinking to yourself, I looked at some spots, but I'm looking for that big garage with maybe 6, so I can have like 6 or 7 cars in there. This is kind of the community to be looking at. And as far as appreciation, guys, I don't know if it gets better than this community that I've seen in the Sacramento area. So if I was you and I was thinking to myself, I'm looking at some estate style homes, this is what I want in Sacramento, I'd probably be looking at Shelbourne Estates, Los Lagos, Wexford, maybe Eden Rock as well too. If I'm looking to spend maybe over $1.7 million. And hopefully you enjoyed this video on Shelbourne Estates. If you're looking for an estate style home, this neighborhood could be the spot you've been looking for. Reach out to our team. We'd love to show you the area. Now, if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel, because we're dropping neighborhood community specific videos just for you. And also join our live program every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Also, there's one more video for you right over there. Another neighborhood you need to check out.